All right, we're live. Everybody who was in my last stream, make sure you hit the refresh. We should be live now, and we are coming at you live from the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open WPT Championships event over in Florida. We got our guy, the one, the only, ClubWPT Ambassador, Josh Guindon, coming at us live. Let's hear it. What's going on? Talk to us. How you doing?
How we doing, brother?
How many are left? Last I seen, there was only 225 remaining. How many we got left in break?
Yeah, so we are on dinner break. There's about 4 left, so 220 get paid. We're 224, 223 left, something like that.
Okay.
We're coming back to 5K, 10K, 10K blinds. I got about 240,000 chips, so coming back to 24 bigs. I've been bobbing, weaving, little card dead, kind of staying alive, just grinding. Feel like I'm in a ClubWPT tournament, just max survival mode right now. So yeah, gonna try to make the money and then set up from there. Oh,
all right.
Shit.
How much did you say you have in chips?
I got about 240,000.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Coming back 24 big blinds, 24 bigs at 5K, 10K, 10K. So
okay.
We're live.
Yeah, we're definitely live. We're definitely live. Love to hear it. So we got your chip stack. So I got a question for you. When you're on dinner breaks, do you? I mean, obviously you have so much more time than you do on a regular break. What do you specifically try to make sure that you do on dinner breaks as far as dinner goes? What do you try to stay away from? I mean, like heavy meals? Do you do light snacks? What are your regular break and dinner break strategies that you would give to people?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it depends a little bit on time. This is a long break. This is 90 minutes. So for me, like nutrition, like I'll eat a full dinner. I'll get some caffeine almost certainly. I got a whole schedule, so the caffeine doesn't really matter about dinner. So I'm taking caffeine pills, taking a little bit of alpha GPC, which is a naturally occurring supplement in your brain, helps with neurocognitive function. But mainly for me, sustenance. I like a little pump up music. So been listening to a little System of a Down to get me ready to go. And then I'll try to do a little deep breathing, just kind of recenter myself, really think about those goals. You know, what's my plan? What's my game plan? What's my goals right now? So right now, like, we're 3 away from the money. I'm like survival mode. I mean, I'm not going to pass up a premium, but really the plan now is to bag to make the money and then spin it up from there. So yeah, I think there's also a lot of value equity tonight. I noticed someone $1,000 maybe to ended up with 250K. Kind of got a couple big spots, but people are definitely getting more tired later in the night. So you know, whatever you got to do, you got to get your mind right. You got to make sure you got a lot of energy, caffeine, food, music, pump up music, ready to go. So
love it.
Yeah, we're in there. We're in there.
And on your regular breaks, do you do anything like the regular breaks? Depending on the tournament, you got 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Very rarely do you ever see the regular breaks at like 20 minutes. But what do you do in those short breaks to make sure to get level set?
Yeah, short breaks are tough, right? They're only 15 minutes. One of the biggest things you got to do is make sure you're not going to miss any of the time. Usually go use the restroom. Last few tournaments, I haven't had to burn any hands in the middle of the tournament. I've been able to just use the 15-minute breaks mainly for the restroom. Quick text, chat with the family, the friends, update, see how people are doing, check real life stuff, take a break, and then get back in it. Yeah, the short breaks are really short, but it's just step away from the table, use the restroom, and then get back into it. Really, that's all you really got time to do. So,
right.
Yeah, get for hard rock. Now let's see. Do you know where it is? Yeah, man.
What's your table complexion look like right now? The current table you're on.
Right now, it's not too bad. There's a guy 3 to my left who's got about 700,000-800,000. There's a guy 2 to my left who seems like a pretty new player, young Asian guy. He had a big tell that I saw and told him about. He's got 300,000. There's a guy to my direct left. He's got about 120K. He's like kind of a shorty. One guy absolutely just punted. The Asian guy from under the gun opened up aces, and this guy off about 16 big blinds reshoved ace queen suited it was like 5 left till the money on the money bubble, and it seemed like a punt with like 15 or 16 big blinds. The guy had under the gun razor just snap called aces, and
Oh
so
man.
showers for that other guy. But yeah, then there's a guy to my right who's got about 600,000 or 700,000. He's pretty aggressive. I'm gonna look for some spots from 3-betting or reshoving hands coming back from the break. Hopefully when we're in the money, maybe not, but yeah, there's good opportunities. I feel like overall it's above average, like an easier table than normal. The whole day's been crazy. So I started out, I don't know if you saw my table draw. Kitty Quo was shooting my right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
pretty
whole
rough.
table, my first table was like all pros and then me. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Thankfully I got out of there after like an hour. And then I got moved over to a pretty favorable table. But the problem with that table was the chip leader was like 3 to my right, and he was opening like 50% of hands and would never fold. So like, forget bluffing him; he would just call every single hand, like
That's
with one
crazy.
pair, you know. So yeah, it was kind of a tough day, and then I kind of went card dead. But been bobbing and weaving. I made a tight fold with jacks, free flop, and then this last hand, I was getting real short, like 180K at 4K, 8K blinds. I opened jacks under the gun. A lady who I think I know, she's like being coached by Faraz Jaka. She called on the button, and then a really aggressive guy called in the big blind. Flop was like 8-6-5, or sorry, 8-6-4, so he could easily had a straight. Checked around, 4 on the turn. He led the turn. I got over pair of jacks. There's also 2 spades. I called. She called. And then river was a blank, like a 2. And we all checked it down. I won with jacks, and he
Oh,
had
nice.
fucking 9s. So now I'm one from like 180 up to like 240.
Nice,
So,
nice.
so yeah. So we're battling. It's a battle. Definitely just trying to cash now and then spin it up from there.
Love it.
But
Love it.
not gonna pass up any really premium spots. So not gonna completely fold everything, but putting a premium on cashing right.
Right. Especially 3 away from the money or whatever, 3 or 4 away from the money.
Yeah.
I see Dylan Smith is currently, and I know these chip stacks are not updated like super quickly, but I see Dylan Smith chip leading with 1.25 million, Brian Altman in second with 1.1 million. And those are both, you got WPT Champions Club and Dylan Smith, and former player of the year from Brian Altman. Still lots of deep super crushers in the field, including yourself. Is Victor still in the tournament?
Yeah, Victor's in. Victor's got about 600,000. Chase Bricker is also in, $5 million Freeroll champion. He's got about 600,000 or 700,000 also. So, yeah, we made a joke right at the end of it. We're going to try to run it back and get to the final table again.
That would
So
be
that's
sick.
the goal right now.
That would be sick. Are either of them nearby? We'll ask them a couple questions. We'll bring them in for a cameo if they're nearby.
Yeah, Victor's here. We're just sitting down for some food. Let me grab him real quick.
Okay, yeah, that'd be
Hey,
cool to see
Victor.
Victor again.
Brawley wants to say hi to you.
What's up, Victor?
Brawley.
Who was at the?
What up, bro?
What's up, buddy? Who was at the final table? 5 million in the chat. Victor was at that final table with Josh, running deep. He's running deep with Salem again in this WPT Seminole Hard Rock. Hoping to final table with it. How you feeling? What's your chip stack look like, Victor?
I'm at, I think, 660 right now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go, bro. You guys are basically practically on the stone bubble. And you just keep it going, man, and try to make that final table. Hey, this final table is going to be in Vegas. It would be an honor to be on the rail for you guys when I get there, it would be an honor for me to be on the rail for you guys in Vegas. I don't plan on going, to Vegas in this summer. But if you guys make it, I will not miss it. Okay, so
Yes.
I'm coming.
We would love you there, man.
Yeah.
You're the best on the rail, bro.
Appreciate it. And we'll bring a crew. The crew will be wild. The crew will be wild.
Oh, I remember.
So it's good to see you, man. Good luck. I just wanted to give you some love. I seen right before we went live that you were with him, and wanted to bring you on as a cameo and wish you the best, man.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Easy,
you.
bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Good, going 45-minute wait there. Hey, buddy.
All right. So, Josh, I can't thank you enough for coming on and doing these live updates. The gang really loves to hear from you and anxious to hear all these updates. And we got 40 some people in here right now, and they're all loving it. There is one question circling around that I want to ask you. They're asking about the alpha supplement you were talking about. What is that?
It's called Alpha GPC. So, all right. So, first of all, disclaimer, right? I'm not a nutritionist. I am a doctor, but it's not medical advice. Do your own research. There's a lot of sketchy supplements out there, so you got to be careful. It's been proven to be effective for patients with dementia, post-stroke patients. What it is, it's choline, which is a neurotransmitter that's naturally occurring in your brain. And a lot of people are deficient in it to a certain extent. It helps people with ADD also. But it's a naturally occurring thing in your brain. So imagine you're going to run a race from the starting line to the finish line, 100-yard dash. The runners in the race is basically choline. And that if you want to have a thought or an action or move your arm, basically anything you're doing with your brain, choline has to make it happen. And so Alpha GPT has just added choline. So I think I take basically 300 milligrams in the middle of the day, and then 3 hours later take another 300 milligrams. And it helps with focus, attention, basically anything you want your brain to do about focus, attention, any sort of cognitive performance. It really enhances that. It's also been shown to, lifters use it. It increases your muscle effectiveness by about 14%. So got a lot of benefits. I really like it because it'll then allow me to decrease my caffeine consumption, which can give you headaches and make you jittery, affect your sleep, right?
Right.
So as opposed to taking like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine, now I only have to take like 600 milligrams of caffeine. It's very similar to caffeine from a performance standpoint, but it's smoother on, smoother off. It doesn't affect your sleep as much as caffeine does. So yeah, do some research. It's
And this
that's
is
not medical advice.
and
That's
this is
off label. So
and this is in addition to the caffeine supplement that you take, right?
yeah, so I've been experimenting with it over the last year, but I've been trying to work it in the perfect timing. So I'll take some caffeine in the morning. The very first hand that is dealt, I'll take an Alpha GPC. 3 hours later, I'll take a second one. And then about an hour after the second Alpha GPC, I'll take more caffeine. And then I'm pretty much locked in all day, sleep 8 hours like a baby, and then just get up and do the same thing again the next day. So
Love it.
it's not for everyone, but there's very limited side effects. So yeah, it's working. So
That's awesome. Well, I think I want to let you go. I want you to, just relax and, go get a good meal. Did you have any other closing thoughts? Maybe do one last final call in the chat. If anybody has any questions for Josh, then.
Yeah, I got one more thought bubble.
Yeah.
One, for the last hour and a half, I've been really card dead, just kind of hovering around, 20, 25 big blinds up and down. And then you're always at risk, right? One hand can bust you. But you got to say, you can't blind out, right? So we're working that fine balance. So I thought about this 2 or 3 times while I was playing. It's like ClubWPT really prepares you for this, right? You're always playing shallow stacked,
Right.
short stacked, and you got to navigate, right? You got to keep grinding. So, once again, can't say enough about ClubWPT and how much it's preparing you to for these spots, right? So hopefully I'll be able to cash, and then we'll see where it goes. Still optimistic. I think I got a good table. I feel like I can really run it up. So that's the plan. Going for day 3 again. So
Let's go, baby. Really, really appreciate you. Just going to go through the chat real quick, and then we'll do a final wrap here. So you got T. Robbins says, let's fucking go, Josh. All right. Josiah says, 240K. Sweet. Go, Josh. Go. Laughing King says, let's fucking go from Rage Quit. Gamer. Jojo Screams says, go, Josh. Keep it going. 240K. Let's go, Josh. Take it down. Pitbull Lefty says. John Miner says, get in the money and chip it up, baby. Craig Jack saying, eat. That's important. Then let's see here. BG Richmond, all showing love. Anybody else got Poppy Dog? Says good luck to you both, you and Victor. Philip the Mechanics out there in the chat. Crayjax, ASG, Mr. Clutch Logos in the building. I think JoJo says thanks for stopping in with us and great information. Take it down. Beachy says take it down. All right, man. Final wrap. This is Brad.
Awesome. Love all the support. Some of the ClubWPT Stream Team fam goats in here. Thanks. Really appreciate all the support. It's giving me a little bit of extra, juice, focus, and energy as we're going back in after dinner break. So just trying to represent, trying to make everyone proud, and Stream Team family strong. Oh, hey, I wanted to tell you also, I do have that date off for the fifth anniversary, so I'm in for sure. So
Awesome,
we'll brainstorm about what's going to happen there. Super excited to be able to take part in that. It's going to be an honor.
It's going to be an epic event.
Support everyone being here. I wish more of you guys are here, but we'll Bay 101 October. Try to make it out. It's San Jose, California in October. It's going to be a super crazy event. First time back to Bay 101 in a long time. I know a lot of people from California would love to see you guys there. Clutch, Metajon, Braulio, you're going to make it up. No excuses. Josh Marin, I want to see you guys all there. Let's turn out to Bay 101.
Let's do it. And again, coming at you live with our Club WPT Ambassador, Josh Guindon, a.k.a. Salem Witch. Really proud of you, man, from coming live from WPT Seminole Hard Rock. And they're practically on the Stone Bubble. I am your host here, Brad Braulio, a.k.a. Brad Desser, a.k.a. Braulio84. Love y'all. I'm out. Stay tuned. We're going to kick it back live for the regular poker stream for the rest of the evening. Love y'all. Thank you. Have a good night. Good luck, Josh.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
We'll catch
Thanks
up
for
again.